I need to pay several thousand euros for my university in September, and I've just lost my job. Cool. The whole company goes through reorganization and many people are fired. Listen, I lost access to the tools that I'm using. I'm filming this video again because yesterday it was already so late. I realized if I start filming this long format video at 10 p.m. I will finish like at 3 a.m. So I decided to wake up earlier today and film this video. I'm actually filming two videos at the same time. For my coffee I have anaerobic Colombia. Great, but it's a little bit cold already. So I actually wanted to film video reviews, but then I looked at the makeup and I realized that I need a little bit more time to test these. So I'm going to make this get ready with me to understand what I think about the products. Normally I don't film videos like this, but let's see. It's a strange experience filming like two things at the same time. I will start with a makeup base. So the condition of my skin is not the best. I have two hormonal pimples that were really painful yesterday. Today they're much better. I took care of them. I have acne from stress. I notice that every time when I stress, I have pimples after that. You can imagine why I'm stressing out, right? We'll talk about it today. I'm taking the makeup base. The one that we'll be trying today is this Nuse. Look, I made it as I think it should be. Care Tone Up makeup base in the shade 3 Mint. To be honest, I never have the sunlight. Never. Wow, it will go away soon. If it's going to be too much, I will close the curtains. No worries. Yesterday, because I already tried filming this video, I noticed that this base smells unpleasantly. I'm not sure how I can describe the smell. I always describe these kind of smells as some kind of makeup that I would find in my grandmother's house that she was using. It's something very specific, something that she has been using for many years. I want to attempt like a darker makeup today. Not like I want to. The color story suggests that the makeup is going to be darker today. I'm not sure that I'm a fan of tone up creams. And the reason for that is I look kind of white at the moment, and the tone of my face is different from the tone of my body. I know it's not a problem in Korea, and we're using a Korean brand at the moment. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Now, because I have these two, this one is very visible and it's also really textured. It's like a bump, so I will not be able to completely remove it, of course. However, what I can do, I can use like the strongest concealers. I brought two concealers. I mean, there's one concealer that I really like, and it is the Hourglass VANISH concealer. You will see it in every video, I think, because I really enjoy this concealer. But another concealer that I brought is this NARS concealer. I don't like it. Now, being quite honest, I tried to make it work in multiple different ways. I don't like it. That's the reason at one point I just put it somewhere far away so that I don't see it. But I decided to give it a chance again. I think that I will apply it only on these two. Let me know what you think about this concealer. I know that it's very popular. It's like an iconic product. Then I will take the Hourglass concealer and I will just conceal everything else that I want to conceal. Now, I noticed yesterday that this concealer, it's already a little bit orange for me. The range of shades there, I think, is not very nice because there's limited amount of undertones. Like the lightest concealer, for example, and I noticed this because I was swatching light ones for myself. The lightest concealer is very yellow, and this one is the second one, which is orange. And I felt like there is nothing in between. And this one looks extra orange on this makeup base. These two dots are my sunspots. Not sunspots, my moles. So I typically never cover them. This makeup base, something tells me that it will not be that nice. Now I will just blend the edges of the Hourglass concealer and NARS concealer as well. It gets cakey right away. Let's add this tone up base on my neck. I feel like I need to cover my whole body in it now. Okay, we'll not care about it so much since I understand that the makeup base is a Korean makeup base. It's not very important there if your neck, if your body matches your face. So let's pretend that it looks okay on me as well. I'm waiting for the concealer to get dry, for everything to completely set before we apply foundation. Did you see the new Girlcult collection? I mean, I posted about it so much on all social media possible, so I think that if you follow me on Instagram or even here on YouTube, if you're subscribed, you know that I talked about it a lot, and I already ordered the collection. It's going to be shipped on the 11th of August. I'm so excited because the previous collection, when I saw that it's related with herbs and it's very green, I immediately said that it's not for me. I will not be buying. But then I remember that in that same video I said, next collection I will be buying. So I bought it. I didn't buy everything. I prefer to buy the colors that I know I will like. I like the colors of this collection. I like the vibe that it's so bright and summery. I like the combination of the colors because it's this kind of light blue and red. I like it. I think that there is nothing better than the Witch collection that is dark blue. I think that it was amazing. I'm so sad that I didn't buy it. Okay, I feel like we focus too much on the collection that maybe you don't even know about. Let's go to the next step. I will be using this Judy Doll foundation. I'm using it almost every time when I film because I haven't used it that much and it's going to expire soon. So I'm trying to get some use out of it. What's that? I have some kind of patch that doesn't want to blend. I'll blend the foundation around this pimple with a brush. That's so awful. Do you see this? The foundation just doesn't blend. It just stays exactly as I applied it. I don't understand. I cannot blend it. Okay, let's try here. Now I understand what's the reason why I have patches here. And here it's also unblendable. So with this makeup base, my foundation just sticks to the face exactly how I applied it and I cannot blend it. I just have lines like this here. Awful. It looks so bad. Wow, it's like it just sits on top. Okay, I cannot blend it. Listen, I cannot stand if the complexion looks horrible. There's no eye makeup or lip makeup or nice blush that will save the makeup, in my opinion, if the complexion looks like this. What it does with this foundation, maybe I should try using BB cream with that. I will experiment, but no. I removed everything, washed my face, I applied toner, I applied this primer, which is Shooter Cold Brew Primer. I applied it to moisturize and prep my skin. Can we see like the difference immediately? Oh, I feel much better. As a setting spray, I will use this TIRTIR Mask Fit setting spray that I've been testing. I want to add another layer, especially on this pimple, another layer of product, concealer. I will do my brows with whatever is left from this. Please, if you have ginger eyebrows, if you prefer to do your eyebrows orange or ginger, please recommend me the products with this tone because I cannot find anything that would be ginger toned. Maybe I will have to make it into a mold. So it's time to talk a little bit about the situation that happened with me. I lost my job. I mean, I cannot say that I lost my job. It's so like dramatic. Not really. I'm a freelancer and my client decided to terminate the contract with me. I worked in a really big organization and they decided to reorganize almost everything. They fired a lot of people. It was so strange to me on that day. I opened Teams and I saw like people just disappeared. You know, they don't have profile picture anymore. They don't have their status. The person who was working together with me that we were communicating with almost every day, she just disappeared. I wrote her a message the previous day that, listen, I lost access to the tools that I'm using. I lost the access to one of the accounts and then to another one. And it turned out that the passwords were changed for these accounts. They were moved to a completely different team. And they told me, yeah, just ask for the access. And I got the access back. Then on the next day, I lost the access to like the main tool that I was using. I texted the person I was working with. She didn't reply anything. I couldn't enter anywhere. I started losing access to things. And on the next day, I saw that her profile is gone. It's deleted. And it was like 3 days of me not being able to work at that point. And I texted the team lead, do you want to tell me what's happening? And he like ignored me for several hours. And then by the end of the day, he replied to me, oh yeah, the whole company goes through reorganization and many people are fired. Your team member is fired and we will have to terminate the contract with you as well. And thank you for notifying me. I forgot to prep my lips with this Aurora lip oil that I'm testing right now. I mean, it was sudden, but when you're a freelancer, it is sudden like this. Of course, I have 30 days notice. I will be paid the compensation. I'm just, I'm not, let's say it like this, I'm not devastated that I lost this client. It was a really nice client. I'm not sad that I've lost them, but I'm scared about looking for a job as an immigrant because it's so hard. And I thought I will share with you what I deal with when looking for a job as an immigrant. I'm in the European Union. I will be sharing my experience here because I feel like some people think that it's like when you apply and go to interviews and you get hired. But it's not like this. It only works like this for people who are from the European Union. But for the rest of us who are not in the European Economic Area and not from the European Union, it is not like this. The process is much more complicated administratively for the immigrants, and it's much more expensive to hire an immigrant for a company. This is why it's so hard to immigrate from the third country. I don't know if it's the same in the US and Canada, but I think that it should be. Are you ready? You will need to watch this on my Instagram, how I do it. This was so painful. And I actually just removed this bow from the... Look, there's a dip now. It can just fall. Oh, it's so painful. Okay, let's pick up this purple blush. I'm kind of picking up both shades. I think that I took too much. Wow. I thought that it's not going to be pigmented, to be honest. It is a purple. I mean, it's a lilac blush. Listen, this is a lilac blush. A little bit on the nose, also here. So why am I so terrified of looking for a job? If you already have a permanent residence permit, everything is fine. If you have a citizenship already, it's perfect. But if you have a temporary residence permit or a long-term residence permit, in some countries there's such thing, then the chances are very low because a company gets like responsible for hiring you. The laws are the way that when company wants to hire a person, their first priority are people from the country, the locals. The second priority are people that are citizens of members of the EU states and the European Economic Area. And then if they didn't manage to find anyone in these two groups, they can look for foreigners, people from third countries. So that's why it's easier when you are like a very unique specialist. You are a surgeon, like some kind of senior machine learning engineer, a scientist. But if you're a really good professional, it's not enough. You need to be better than any local and any person from the European Union, and then maybe you will be hired. Oh no, do you see that it fades away? I want my blush to be purple. I think we can powder now. What do you think? Oh no, what powder? Concealer. I need to prep my eyes. When a company hires you and you are an immigrant, they have to take responsibility for your documents. You cannot just go and work somewhere. Even if you already have a residence permit, one country in the union, you cannot just go in another country and work there. It works only for people from the union, obviously. It's made for them. The company needs to take responsibility for your documents because you cannot do it yourself. They will have to gather like a package of documents and apply them to the Ministry of Labor. Why they decided to hire you and not someone from the union, not someone from the country, they need to explain why they decided to hire you, why you are a good candidate. They need to show that they were looking for someone from the union but they couldn't find anyone. Then the Ministry of Labor gives an approval or reject, and then with this approval you are going to the immigration center and you apply with your package of documents plus your approval. You are applying for a residence permit, and of course this takes time, several months, maybe a couple of months if everything is going to be fast. Of course it's more expensive and time consuming for the company. This is why they don't like hiring immigrants and don't do it often. Like, have you ever seen a corporate company that would love to spend more time and money to hire someone? And this is what makes it more difficult to be hired. I'm powdering with Huda Beauty powder, trying to powder a lot because I'm so shiny. What I'm saying right now, I think that it maybe sounds unfair, but it's not supposed to be fair. I think that the European Union is a great invention. People who decided to like gather the countries like this to create great economical benefits, and not only economical. I mean, mainly economical, of course, but not only. I think that it's amazing. And yes, the European Union gives privilege to the people who are citizens of members of the European Union, but this is how it's supposed to be. If it will make everyone equal and everyone will have the same chance to get a job, everyone will have the same prices in the universities, then what are the benefits of being a country member of the Union? Also, if everyone have the same chances, the competition will be equal, which will make the citizens and people who are citizens of European Union countries equal with the immigrants. and people are already mad. You know how, like, the saying that immigrants take jobs and all of this. People are already mad with immigrants, even though the same people have priority in being hired. Still, people are mad. Imagine if the competition is going to be equal. People will just go crazy. So yeah, it sounds unfair, but the world is not fair. This system is created to benefit the people who are born in this system. If you are from the third country, of course, it will be harder for you. It was always harder for me. I lived in different countries. But it's obvious and pretty normal that it's going to be like this. I feel scared, of course. I think that I will again receive. Honestly, when I had my nationality in my CV, I was never invited to even an interview. Then I removed my nationality from my CV. I only left the location. And I started to get invited. And talking on the interviews, everything goes well. And then the same situation. So you are an immigrant. I see. And what kind of documents do you have? You will need to acquire a residence permit in our country. Do you know that? Yes, if you hire me, I would need to receive a new residence permit. And then it's the finish of the interview, and then I receive the rejection. So I'm a little bit scared. Not a little bit, I'm very scared. This palette, this yellow shade makes me so stressed. This is a balm, and someone wrote me in the comments that this is a color correcting balm. I googled the palette, and I saw somewhere written that it's a color correcting balm, but I thought maybe this is not an official information, but you texted me that it's written on Olive Young, actually. But please tell me, everyone, what is it supposed to color correct? It's transparent, barely yellow. It has shimmer. And what is it supposed to color correct? Like the eyeshadow? It's supposed to color correct the eyeshadow. This one is warmer. This one is darker. I feel like I don't know where to use this one. I will use this one as a contouring. I know that the eyeshadows are pigmented. Another thing that makes me concerned is that my monetization on YouTube will be turned off next week. I will talk about this. Basically, I need to receive a verification code as a letter. Not an email, but an actual letter. And it's just not happening. It doesn't arrive. I read about this on forums. I read that people receive their verification codes quite fast in the US and Canada, maybe UK as well. But people from other countries, and especially smaller countries, can wait for them for 6 for 8 months. Unfortunately, it's exactly my situation. I've been waiting for the code for the past almost 4 months. So I will check again if it arrived on Tuesday. But something tells me that it didn't. And my monetization will be turned off, which means that I will receive 0 from YouTube. Even though I was receiving very, very small amount of money. So even if I monetize and I can receive money from YouTube, there is no way I can live on this. Everything that I receive from YouTube, I just reinvest. I purchase cosmetics for review. I need to pay several thousand euros for my university in September, and I've just lost my job. Cool. So if you want to support me, the best support I can imagine is subscribing, liking the video, leaving comments, staying here, sharing with me your thoughts on the content, and helping me grow the channel. Everything is fine. So yeah, if you're an immigrant, share with me, please, your stories, how you managed to find a job, how you managed to do all of that. I study in the university currently, and the prices are... and they're changing every year. Now, I am thinking maybe it's going to be a mistake to use this satin to brighten up. No, it's not going to be a mistake. I think it's going to be perfectly fine. I just want to use this satin I want to use it for my nose. I'm just taking it. Used it as a highlighter. Actually, I wanted to use a fwee highlighter. I haven't used it in a while, but I will use it. Now I will take this beautiful mauve shade. So I used the ash pink for contouring. I used pink, the shade is called pink, for highlight, and I'm using now mauve for as my base shade, basically. To be honest, it feels kind of dry. Actually, not bad. I just googled how can I relax my throat if it feels tightened, because every time when I film and I speak a lot, I feel like everything gets super tight here and I'm almost pushing through to let any kind of sound out. And I read that warm water with salt helps. I just had a cup of salty warm water. I made myself another coffee. I will regret it in a second. But I'm filming so many videos today, you cannot imagine. So many short videos. I'm so stupid. I decided to write down the short videos that I'm going to be filming, not to skip any transitions because I normally do it. I haven't written anything with my hand, with a pencil on a paper for so long that when I wrote something down, I wrote the name of the song. I was trying to copy, to come and see it with my eyes, to then paste it to another place in this paper notebook. I want to darken these outer corners even more. I will add, I think, more color on the outer corners. Take a side. Let's do it. More neutral color, the satin shade. Like, I'm lacking a shade that will be just light, like just a light matte. Instead of this balm, I would put a very light matte, like this one, this pink one, but maybe something like very light lilac. Actually, you know what, maybe we can use a blush. I prepared this blush to use. I ended up not using it. This is a Dote Freeze blush. It's really light. Let's try. And then the satin on top is going to be nice. I don't know, in the mirror I look okay. On a video, no idea. Now, I kind of want the makeup to be even darker because I want this kind of soft gothic look. Then I will take this, the darkest color, this dark purple. I definitely want to just add more powder under the eyes for brightening purposes. Then I want to add a little bit of concealer to brighten up this area. Just a little bit. It's like the light version of a cat crease. So I already did this kind of scheme in my previous makeup, where I'm just making my eye longer on the inner side and the outer side. You know, I'm not that mad about it. I wanted it to be a little bit bolder and bigger. I'm going to do another eye now and I will get back. Let's use the highlighter. I miss this highlighter so much. I haven't used it in a while. Just adding above my lips. I feel like I'm drinking my coffee with cosmetics in it because the cup is right here and all the glitter just falls there. I have no words. I love this highlighter so much. I want to apply it like this. I've been seeing on a red note and also in Korean makeup that it's not like here, it's somewhere almost on your cheek. It's much more glittery than I remember. I mean, it's much more shimmery. Let's do the final, not the final, but one of the most interesting things, which is going to be a shimmer. I'll be using this, the only shimmer that this palette has, but I'm thinking to kind of combine it with maybe this blue shimmer from this palette. Because I never use it, I would like to use it more. I will take the NYX glitter primer and I will just apply this one with my fingers. This color is matching the shimmer. Honestly, I like the shimmer. I cannot stop. Well, stop. I don't know if I should add something on top. Yeah, I think I will add a little bit of the shimmer from this Girlcult palette because the shimmer here has bigger pieces. I just want them to kind of sit on top and reflect the light. My cheeks are so shimmery that I don't really care about shimmer falling down. Okay, ready with both eyes. I think that I will take some false lashes now. I've been using this one so often that maybe I should finally use something else. I wanted to show you another tip that I've learned from actually Chinese TikTok. I need to make some kind of video of like the craziest tips that I've learned from Chinese TikTok, from Douyin, Xiaohongshu, that actually work. So the tip is to use burnt. This is called match in English. Wow, I didn't know that. So to use this burnt match while it's still warm, not when it's hot, just when it's warm, to bring the lashes up more. I personally use the curler and then this tip to bring the lashes really, really up. Together, I think it's really nice. Warm up the curler to curl better, and then this. Amazing. I know maybe it seems more dangerous to you and easier to buy this eyelash curler that is like electric, self-heated, but I'm afraid of these things. I do not trust them. I do not trust them, especially if you buy them from AliExpress or something, Shein. No, I'm afraid that this thing will blow up near my eye. So I'm using the good old matches. Definitely I like individual ones, like this kind of individual parts more than these ones, because this is such a struggle for me. It's so hard to apply and still I feel them on my eyes and I didn't apply them very well actually. I also applied this flower nose mascara right on top of the false lashes. I just wanted to hide this silicone base part. Okay, let's do the lips. The oil has disappeared already, and honestly, it's like it doesn't moisturize, doesn't do anything. My lips feel dry. We're going to use the lip combo that I tried to use in the previous video. It was really impressive, and actually this is what kind of inspired me for this makeup. We're going to use the 100% Dote Mood Lip Pencil in the shade 8 Cloudy Mauve, and this mauve kind of grey purple Laka lipstick in the shade 202 Boy. It's going to be amazing. The last coffee sip. I was just applying it for a short video. This is truly wow. This kind of mauve toned lipstick. To be honest, I would add something even darker on the inner part of the lip. I can apply this dark eyeshadow from the palette. Interesting. And you know what? I wanted to add freckles. Maybe just some separated moles. We were also supposed to use this mascara, but I forgot about it. And this is like a ginger mascara. I feel like it's not going to look good on this makeup. Meanwhile, I will try this Maybelline Diamond mascara. That is glitter mascara. On top of the false lashes, it's like nothing. This is barely visible. I don't think it will be visible on the video at all. Okay, let's apply this Peri Pera Skinny Brow Mascara in the shade 5. I will apply a little bit on my brows as well, but I'm planning to draw moles. My natural color has grew out a little bit. This is enough, I think. I will take a match again. Okay, wish me luck, because I'm scared. I will also try with this. I cannot find anything pointy at the moment. This is the final look. I don't know, I feel like it's nice for a little experiment. I don't do dark makeups very often, and I'm happy that it doesn't look horrible. If you can support the channel, please do. I'm entering a very hard period for me. Subscribe if you like the content, like this video, leave a comment what do you think about the makeup. I've been much more active on Instagram, so follow my Instagram if you're interested. It's going to be hard, really hard, but I hope it's going to be okay. I have several years of experience, I have a portfolio, I have my website, I have successful cases, just that I don't have administrative advantage when it comes to being hired. So let's see how it goes. Thank you for your attention, see you in the next video.